What's up guys, Pokémon Plays here, and I'm here for my top 10 Phantom Forces cards. Now this is by playability and not by artwork, so yeah, don't get confused by that. I might make another video for the future. In my background today for the Phantom Forces hype, I have my Reverse Manectric from one of the EX series, I don't remember quite, and a Gengar Prime. Now, you guys can do something else while watching this video. Instead of watching this video, like, you can do something in the background. I'm gonna have the scans up here, like the words on everything, like all the words, you know, like what do the cards do, in case you don't hear me. So, number 10 is Steel Shelter. Each metal Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, can't be affected by any special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. So that's a good counter to Laser Bank. You're effectively removing two cards. Think about it. So when you're playing a deck of some cards that I'll show you guys later, like pretty much what you're doing. So let's say they Laser Bank you, or they just laser you. They have to play a laser and they have to play Verbank. Or they'll use Gengar's attack, and then they'll use Verbank. You can just play Steel Shelter, and then you get rid of like two cards effectively, or just one, which is really good, I think. And really helps the metal support. Number 9, Dialga EX. For one metal, two colors, it has Chrono Wind. It does 60 damage, and it says if the defending Pokemon is an EX, it cannot attack your opponent's next turn. So, and then it has for the second attack is for two metal, two colorless, full metal impact, and it does 150 damage, and discard two metal energies attached to this Pokemon. So I think both attacks are pretty good, but because of Bronzong, I think the second attack will be better. But just the fact that with Chrono Wind that you can make them not attack. Of course, you can use like Keldeo Russian Retreat, or maybe a Switch and Fairy Garden kind of thing. I still think it's really pretty good, and will be used in the metal decks. I don't know how competitive like a metal deck with maybe Cobalion, the Alga, Aegislash, EX will be, but we'll see. Now number 8 and number 7, I had trouble figuring out, but I think number 8 will be. I'm deciding right now. Number 8 is Aegislash EX. Its ability, Mighty Shield, prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from each of your opponent's Pokemon that has any special energy attached to it. And for 3 colorless slash blast, 40 plus, this attack does 20 damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. So this is pretty much like Keldeo's attack, but with 10 less damage. Now, I think this is a really good card, and it will be pretty good, especially because every deck runs special energy. Now, with the inclusion of this card as well as Enhanced Hammer, I don't know how it will be, and I don't know how many hammers you would run in this deck because you're running Aegislash, but you'll see. Also, Slash Rest is pretty good. It'll deal enough damage while still having a great ability. They get another Pokemon to get around. Although Darkness decks won't have as much trouble with this, you'll have to prevent attaching those DCs to Yveltal. Now, number 7, Gengar EX. It has Night Attack for one colorless. Put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's one damage counter weaker than Chandelure EX, I believe, and Dark Corridor. This is a really, really good attack, I believe. It does 60 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. Switches Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So, okay, let's look at a couple points here. It's an EX, so it's a basic. It costs 3 energy, not 1 like Donphan. It does 20 more damage, and it's poisoned, which can be partnered with Laser Bank. So it's going to be doing effectively 90 damage. 90 damage a turn. And then 90 damage on one turn, 30 on the way back, and then you're finishing them off. So how will this be good, I think? If you attach a Muscle Band to Gengar EX, and Dark Corridor, let's say a Mewtwo, which is really good because of Mewtwo Wards and Lucario right now, And then you have without laser bank, you're doing 170 damage, which is really good considering how good Mewtwo is. And then you get to go into Sigilif, Trevenant, an outraged Pokemon. What else have I seen in Dawn Found kind of decks? Just, it has endless possibilities. Whether it will be good or not, it's yet to be seen, but I think it's pretty good. And this is going to be a long video, I can already see. Number 6, VS Seeker. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. So, you have no hand, you top deck this, you look at your discard pile for a Juniper and you play Juniper. Enough said. It's really, I think it'll be really good. But it's yet to be seen. Palpad is similar, but I'm not sure which one will be better. Number 5, Robo Substitute. This is like Clefairy from base set, but I don't think it's going to be a rare. And this is what it says. Play this card as if it was a 30 HP normal basic Pokemon. At any time during your turn before your attack, you may discard this Pokemon from play. This Pokemon can't retreat. If this Pokemon is knocked out, your opponent can't take any prizes from it. So, pretty much when you need to set up, let's say like I play Round, for example. When you're setting up, you just kind of need to put it up there and just leave it there. The thing is, your opponent can just do that the same thing, and you don't really want to kill it because it's a pain in the keister. But I feel like you do want to accelerate a bit in the game. So, it'll be really interesting to see how this strategy works out. You can just start it at any point, so that's really good. I feel like maybe these people will just do things with laser bank, but again, it's yet to be seen. Number 4, Manectric EX. For one colorless, it has Overrun, which does 20 damage, and snipes 20 damage to the bench Pokemon. I don't need to read it out. And for one electric energy and one colorless, it has Assault Laser, 60 plus. If your opponent has a tool card attached to it, this Pokemon does 60 more damage. Okay, guys. Now, I think this card, honestly, is really good. Mega Manectric does 110 and attaches two lightning to the bench Pokemon, which is also pretty good, but I think this is because it's a basic, is also really good. And Mega Gengar, I forgot to mention, is one psychic, 2 colorless, and does it can copycat any attack pretty much. You guys can look it up. I'll put some links in the description. Okay, so why do I think Manectric EX will be good? So, if Yveltal has a tool, which it always does, always has some kind of Hard Charm, Muscle Band, or even now, you can put a Team Flare tool on them, and then it'll combo with that attack. And even if they don't, so they see your Manectric out, they decide, okay, guys, it's a good idea not to put out any tools. Well, if you attach a Muscle Band, that's 80 damage, times 2 is 160 damage. Yveltal has 170 damage, right? So you're almost knocking it out. But what you can do is, without even without Verbank, you can just put down a laser, and you're doing 170 damage for 2 energy, which is ridiculous. And for Lugia, if you have Laser Bank, it will kill it. But you're right, Pokemon plays, that's not enough. Just only for a weakness Pokemon? No. If you're doing, for Assault Laser, if they have a tool, that does 120 damage. If you attach a Muscle Band, it does 140 damage. If you have Laser Bank, it does 170 damage, knocking out a bunch of popular EXs like Keldeo EX, Darkrai EX, Yveltal EX, Keldeo EX, I think I mentioned that already, a Mewtwo EX, and other things like that. So Manectric EX is definitely a card I'm going to see. Now, number 3, Electric was a really popular card back in the day. And too bad it rotated. But with all the metal support in this set, the Pokemon Company International decided to reprint it, but in a metal form. Bronzong. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may attach metal energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. I'm pretty sure this Pokemon has 130 health, but I'm not positive. And think about that. Maybe 120. Think about that. Electric had 90 and was a lot weaker. This one can tank a hit and maybe use a switch and go back. It might have a heftier retreat cost, but I think it's worth it. And it's basic, doesn't have 30 or 40 HP, so that's good too. It also has Hammer for 60, which might come useful later. Now, we have new cards. For number 2, we have new cards, and these cards are called Team Flare cards. Now, I expect to see more of these in the future, but these are the ones that we have so far. Headringer. The attacks of this Pokemon, the attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to cost 1 colorless energy more. When this card is removed from a Pokemon for any reason, i.e. you play a Megaphone after you attach it, put this card on its owner's discard pile. And then Gemming Net. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to does 20 less damage to the defending Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. When this card is removed for a Pokemon for any reason, put it in the owner's discard pile. Now, which one do you guys think is better? I think Gemming Net, because it's like you all have an automatic hard charm. Now, I think Cobalion EX's attack, Steel Bullet, I think, or some of those attacks that go through effects will probably get rid of that. And, but I think these cards are going to be really, really interesting to see how they play out. For example, playing Vreezy and Genesect. You play this on the Genesect, so what do they do now? They can't play their G-Booster, so that kind of ruins their strategy. Now, what I'm wondering is, can you play like a Tool Retriever and get this back and then give it to them or something? And then maybe you could play a G-Booster then. But then I think this really locks them, because you could play the Team Flare cards, and then you can play Megaphone. So you play Megaphone, and then you play Team Flare cards, and then they can't do anything. And also, Headringer, the attacks this Pokemon costs 1 energy more. Now, okay, so the thing is, for cards like Mewtwo or Yveltal, this probably won't matter. But for cards like maybe, and for Landorus, because you're attaching multiple strong energy and probably Donphan. But let's say you're playing against, I can't think of an example right now. Baby Yveltal, or let's say you were playing against an Absol, or any type of lower attacker like a Dedenne. That'd be pretty annoying. Just anything that you only want to pay 1 for a quick attack and you can't do that might be really annoying. Or let's say you have to play like 5 energy for an X-Blast or something. Yeah, that'd be really annoying. And so, although I think Gemini is better, they're both really, really good cards. And it's a 13-minute video. So, Enhanced Hammer is my number 1 card. And you guys might be asking why Pokebox Play is Enhanced Hammer your number 1 card. Guys, it's Enhanced Hammer, okay? This card ruled the format. Oh, I mean, I don't think it was as good as it's going to be now. Because think about all the decks that play Special Energy. Literally every deck plays Special Energy. And this card is disrupting the crap out of them. So, like, you have a DCEs. Okay, let's look at a couple archetypes. In Plasma, you have Rainbows and Plasmas. In Vrisian Genesect, you might play Herbals and Plasmas. In Pyro, you play DCE. In Donphan, you play Strong Energy and DCE. In Yveltal, you play DCE. And I can't even think of any other ones. But, like, every deck plays, like, DCE, or Strong Energy, and maybe Mystery Energy now. Just all these different special energy. And Enhanced Hammer gets rid of them. So, the Yveltal Seismitoad decks with, like, Crushing Hammers and Team Flare said, okay, this regionals, they're going to be even better with Enhanced Hammers. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't agree with my list, it's my personal opinion, and tell me what you think should be on this list. Thanks, guys. Bye.